Hello, today I'm going to be fitting some fog lights into my Honda. Originally from factory it would have come with fog lights, so at some point obviously someone's had a front ender in it and got rid of them. Now hopefully there'll be plenty of lume left, and I'm going to have to figure out what size bolts it's going to take and all the rest of it. So I'm just going to run through with you what I'm doing today. Right, in this box here I've got some fog lights I bought off someone on the internet. I can't remember who it was. They're obviously off Del Sol, as mine is. And we've got everything. Now some of the kit is still already out by the car, so I'll just run you through what's going on. So we've got the interior switch here, which obviously goes in the centre console. So there's the switch in the centre console, and the plug on the back. And we go along here to this relay unit. We've got, I don't know if you can read that on there, it says 12, what looks like an 11 and a 05Y with a rubber mount on it, and that will go up near the driver's left hand knee if you're in a right hand drive. Okay, and then this goes along here, this goes over the top of the steering wheel as we work up, or along the top of the steering column I should say, and these two units end up near the fuse box. This one plugs into the original lume, I'm hoping, and then this bit here has been cut, so I'm guessing this is where it goes through the bulkhead, and they've cut it and put a little connector on so they can pull it through the bulkhead nice and easily. Going on through the rest of this wire, this comes along here, and there's a bullet connector in there. It's obviously just sunk down in there. The rest of the lume is already out by the car, and I've already put it on, because it turns out that this bit I've just shown you is still in the car. So I've now got a few spares if anything on mine goes wrong. And obviously, still on the bottom of the box, we've got the fog light surrounds. Okay. Right, so I'm now out with the car, and obviously you can see here is where the switch is. Now I apologise for it being a bit dark. The battery's obviously been on charge for a couple of days because it's been on in storage, and unfortunately she hasn't got enough power to start to get her outside, so we've got to work in the confines. So going from the switch, we come down here, and up here you can see the relay that I was on about with the rubber coating on. It comes over the top here, and there is one of the plugs just back here, and there'll be a relay somewhere fairly close before heading through the bulkhead. Okay. Then we start from under the bonnet, and it joins the lume in here, running round behind the air filter down there, and this little plug here with the bullet connector on it is where the original one was taken out, and they left the connector there for whatever reason. So it joins the lume, which the person before me very nicely labelled up, so I know exactly where everything goes, and we just earth to the same as the engine earth there. The rest of the lume, I'm just going to go through there, and at present, because I was just testing it, I just had it lying out on the floor. Right, now we come to the fog lights. Obviously they're on the brackets, and I've covered them in 3-in-1 and WD-40 to try and loosen them up. This one, I think, has a bolt missing, just in here. Don't know if that's going to focus for me. Yeah, just on the right hand side. In, where are we? At the back there. Okay, so that's obviously seized off and come off at some point. The other two, just on this corner here and around the back there, have come undone, and I've put some oil on them to keep them nice and not seizing in the future. Okay, so they're going to be mounted that way up. And on this other one, there was a bulb gone, and also because some of the other bolts are seized, what I've had to do is drill another hole in the bottom here, so I've got nice straight access to the bolt in there. So all those three are there, and they all come undone, so I can get the bottom off, so I can tilt the fog light to change the bulb in it. Okay, these take just standard 12 volt 55 watt H3 bulbs. Nothing special about them. So hopefully from here we're going to take the front bumper off, and from what I have been told by some other members of the forums, they're already pre-marked for cutting to get the fogs to mount. Then after that I've got to use my thread gauge or find a bolt that'll actually secure these in, because I haven't actually got any bolts to secure them to the front supplied. Right, so I've pushed the car back a bit, and now I'll be taking off the front bumper with obviously the bolts on the top and the couple up in the wheel arches and the bits connecting along the bottom down here. As you can see, there's a couple of cable ties down there, but nothing really too much to it. Right, so I've got the bumper off, and yes, it has got the markings for the cutouts on both sides, so I'm going to get on and start cutting these out. Right, as we can see, this side isn't done, and over here we're in with the bezel around. Okay, I'll show you how I did it on the other side fully. Right, so as I pointed out earlier, here's the hole. That's what I've just done. Okay, I'm using one of these, which is a cutting tool. Yeah, mine's in particular a Blue Point one. Not that it's going to make a huge amount of difference to anyone. I'm just going to go around the edge and cut it out. Now, as you go, these particular tools, they melt the plastic and it will stick a little bit. However, I find they normally give a nice crisper edge, because you can normally just push the plastic off and it snaps. Okay, so I'll probably go about quarter or halfway around this one and then give you an update. Right, here we go, we're about halfway round. As you can see, we're melting a little bit as we go, trying to stay nice and inside the line, because they're on that one, I stayed on the line, but it still seemed a little bit loose, so I'm going to try and stay well within inside the line this time, and see if we get a bit of a tighter fit. And here we go, that's what it looks like once it's cut out. All done nicely. Now we're just going to put in, there's the bit that came out, this, okay, which just sits in there and pushes in around the lip. And there we go, it's all in. It's a pair of fogs. Now all we've got to do is find out what the size bolt holes are on the front of the vehicle and try and fit up the brackets.